Hey guys, what's going on, man? Silky One here. Want to get y'all some help today. I know a lot of you all have been contacting me um, about being celibate, and it's a good thing to be celibate for some of y'all. So I thought I would bring on Marshawn today, so he could can encourage you and give you some words of wisdom. Marshawn, welcome.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes, yes.
Remaining in self and for
Yeah.
self
Mhm.
is probably one of the best things a black man can do.
Yeah.
And then we reduce the chances of our children being in the streets and things happening to them by not having any.
That's deep.
Mhm.
My brother.
We're basically beating the world to the punch, literally. And I don't know if celibacy includes in your life some self-dabbling, but
Okay.
every now and then, because you are your own person. And there's places, even in mental homes, where they take care of the person because they know that has to, you
It has
know,
to take place.
have to take care of,
Yeah.
like a bull every now and then, or a horse, because you're so, But
Yeah.
other than that, celibacy is very important to us.
Yeah. Who's that standing behind you?
That's a scarecrow.
Okay.
It's what it does is it stops. It's fearful to those, like it scares the crows away.
Got you.
You get it?
Oh,
So in life, some people trying to pull your energy are crows.
got it.
See, you are not a crow because it took you a while to notice him. You had to feel the room. I say a crow would immediately be afraid and not approach, and then that would stop the conversation.
Ah. Y'all give it up, Deray Davis.
Man, I had no idea. He was like Marshawn. I was like, wait, somebody else on the interview? I was like, oh, we got to go to Master Marshawn. You know what? It was dope is I just talked to Lena. I actually spoke to Lena for a while in New York once, and before that she
Okay.
came by and we're just discussing the character. And she really puts her heart and soul into that show.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah.
like, and that show is just a strong engine for black actors.
Yes, it
And
is.
and my schedule is always crazy. And she's like, D-Ray, if you do not commit and I can't. And I'm like, but Marshawn's not in it a lot. She's like, D, you got to still commit, man. It's like
Right, right,
it's like
right, right.
showing up. It's like me being on a basketball team in the league, and I don't go to none of the practices. Like finally, you get in the game. It's like, but comedy is ever growing, man. It's ever, So I got to always hit the road and make sure my fan base at least is satisfied, before I
Yeah.
run. But I love doing Master Marshawn. I love the
Dog, that is hilarious,
And for
man.
the people think it's not easy, like I get my moments I can freestyle, but she's challenging me. The writers are writing these long monologues. I'm like, I didn't go to school that good. Yo, I'm sitting there Google. I'm like, how do I say this word? What? I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I gotta Google this word because I've navigated through life with just, the little vocab I have, and then expressing how I'm good at expressing how I feel, but the words that what they like some of the stuff. So I'm glad it helped me a little bit. It helped me. I was like,
Yeah.
because after that, a lot of my reads I would have and the two shows I'm working on now, the
Yeah.
lines are like this. Because what used to look like now, the way that the Shy trains you, it's like,
Yeah. Yeah. And how does that feel, bro, to be able to I mean, you've done a lot of movies. You're doing a lot of shows, but to be able to do one about in your hometown,
hmm.
uh,
Well, yeah, it's always good to go home, man.
yeah, 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 yeah. How was that?
I think that the way they're telling all the stories that I think for everybody from Chicago, we wanted something. I
Yeah.
think they had a lot of shows that was based out of Chicago, but they didn't play into the city as much or the streets or the lingo, but you knew it was based in Chicago.
Yeah.
I can't think of all of them now, but they're like, it was based in Chicago. Um, so I just think that it was cool and I think that it's showing that through all the drama and the madness on that show, you still people trying to survive and have fun.
Yeah.
End of the day, everyone's end goal is to get somewhere comfortable. And regardless of how grimy they are, how cool they are on the show, they all have a goal of this city is fucked up and we need to be somewhere comfortable.
Right.
Like
It
this
gives
all
you
this drama
it
right
gives you
now.
a butter shot up. I mean, it is.
Well, no, I mean,
I mean,
because I've
not to
always
get tired.
I'm
Yeah.
not one of the ones who yell out. Although Chiraq was like just for people to know not to fuck with us out in the streets. You got people saying Chiraq ain't You know, people like I was in Robin, you know what I'm saying? But I
Right, right,
refuse
right,
to be
right.
like, so I refuse to be like Chiraq for the way it sounds, because it sounds inviting to those things as well.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
But the if you remember what Chicago's known for is food, pretty
yeah. Ooh,
women. And if we do get into any crime, it was organized.
right.
If you're talking about, you know what I mean? So that was the way we were looked at, you know, Mayor Daley. We're looking at like, you know, you look at the
Daily.
Bulls. So
Yeah.
I refuse to let whatever shadows of negativity just bury everything that we've accomplished as a city and getting through it.
Chicago is a wonderful city, bro. You know, we have some great times there. We still have great times there.
But yeah, but it does tell of those stories that are happening consistently. We can't. There's not a blind eye you could turn and be like, "Yo, that ain't happening." You hear it. I remember one time I was joking. I was just joking around, and there was this. I guess there was like, you know, how there's a metal thing in the middle of the street, and when cars go over it, it sounds like doo sound like shots. You
Right,
know,
right,
you've heard that street like doom.
yeah,
What was that? Doo.
right.
So I was down, I was and give me a gyro, and I heard it a couple times going over
Yeah.
da-doom. And I said, I went outside the door. It's 2 o'clock in the morning after I get my food, and I'm joking outside the restaurant, like da-doom, like I'm acting like I'm getting shot. I'm just pretending, joking, like da-doom,
Uh-huh.
da-doom. Then I know where I hear pop, 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 pop. I'm like, oh man. So now I'm trying to get the door, like, let me in. I run in. I'm like, man, what the hell? Like, that was real. And then they say, no, somebody must have went over it a lot of times. Next thing we know, we see people coming out of an alley running. We see somebody come
Wow.
down the street running. I'm in there like, so it's just things like that, like that. Those moments do exist. I'm not
Yeah,
saying that
yeah.
they don't. And thank God, you know, they say if you can hear them, then they're not for you.
Right.
If you can hear the pop pop, then you can still hear it because you're not gonna hear the one for you. You're not gonna
Yeah,
hear it.
yeah.
So, but other
Yeah,
than
man.
that, man, I just think it's a city slowly graduating. Always, we got a dope young mayor now,
Yeah.
and not just saying youthful as far as like his age. I mean, just in
Mhm.
connection with what's going on, and he has a direct source to the community where he can translate from both sides of what needs to be heard.
Yeah.
But comedy, man, come on, man. We think about it, comedy, man. Chicago, Richard Pryor, Bernie Mac, like, you know, we raised some crazy Deray, you know, we got some
Right,
crazy comics out of there. So
right, right.
it was worth it to me for whatever they think it
And
wasn't.
and and I love what you do. I love what you did, man. I remember when you said, I think it was a Friday night, I'm out of here, Silk. I'm on my way to Hollywood. I'm going to LA. And when I look at this list of and watching what you do and what you're doing, I'm just so happy and proud of you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you,
Represent.
man.
That's the other grind about people from the shy. You dig? You know what I'm saying?
You said I had to
You
cover
know.
the Gatorade because they ain't paying me. I had to cover it.
Ah! You
I
know what I'm
covered it.
saying? From doing
I still said it. I
Snowfall.
covered the green juice. That's what.
Yeah, right. They got to
Then
pay
I
to say
said
it.
it and showed it. I'm a
Right.
psychopath. I'm an idiot. Just an idiot. I'm bad at this. I'm bad at
Yeah.
whatever I'm trying to do. But
But
yeah,
yeah,
man, I
man.
did.
Yeah.
I remember that whole. It was also kind of me telling everybody,
Hmm.
even though I went back every other weekend after that, probably every other weekend for a minute, for at least 6 months, I would go home. I had to
Yeah.
eat. But me telling everybody, I think I was applying pressure to myself to not to have to make it.
Hmm.
You tell everybody I'm leaving, I'm leaving. I've had some people have some going away parties, and then 2 months later, be like, wait, they back?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Right. True.
wait,
True.
wait, wait. We donated money
With
to
all
your
that.
move.
Right. 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 Right.
So I wanted to make sure I was putting myself in a position that I was putting so much pressure on myself that I wouldn't have to come back. And not that I didn't love my city, but I wanted to conquer something comedically somewhere else and broaden everything, so I could pave more ways and break down more barriers like I always have tried to do to the best of my ability. But
Yeah.
so that's why I told like my people, like working for you for years, Damon. I just was like, yo, I'm out of here. Like I wanted to sound like I wanted to feel like, all right, like when people like, all right, nigga, we ain't even ask you. Like, all right,
Right.
but
Right.
okay.
Right.
Now
Right.
you telling us though, and then it's like, so
Yeah.
but LA is not the end all be all, especially nowadays. Back then it was very important
Mhm.
because Hollywood was Hollywood, but now it's like people in Atlanta, they successful. They shoot films
Mhm.
all through everywhere they shoot films at.
Yeah.
Louisiana was a stronghold for films for a long time. But back then, just the mecca of what you thought it was, you was like, I needed to be there. And that was a
Yeah.
big move for so far for,
Yeah.
a young comic like me. But
Yeah.
I went
Yes, sir. And look at you now, man. And you're on tour, as we said. You
on
said, look,
tour, man.
I
I
need to
don't know
take
what,
a tour.
normally I promote crazy there, but I get fearful of them casinos, man, because
What?
no, because I know stories that no, I'm saying I don't want to say I'm gonna be there, and then people see me losing at the tables afterwards, you know, because at first they like, this is my favorite comedian. I'm on stage being funny, right? And I'm having a good time, and they loving me, and I'm loving you back. And next thing I know, I'm down $400 at a crap table, and you standing next to me telling me, let's get a picture. I'm like, "Ugh." So I was trying not to promote so much. So if you see me on accident, but I will be at the MGM, and
Yeah.
I will have a limit of $50 with me. Has been given
That's the
to me.
limit.
I've been allotted $50 to play with. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'll be thinking, I'm about to buy everybody a house, Lamborghinis for the family. What I tell y'all? What I tell y'all? And then
Yeah.
then I get home like, what y'all tell me? What y'all
Yeah.
tell me? But
Yeah.
yeah, man. So it'll be a good time. I'm in Cleveland on tour, all over the place. I don't even know what cities I'm in after that. I try to like to be surprised. I like to feel like it's a surprise party. Like, oh man, they threw look at the cake. It got it's a flyer, but it feel like a poster, feel like a cake.
Yeah.
Because I think people stop enjoying their work once the surprise is gone, the fun is
Mm,
gone, the
mm,
element of any type of change. Like I was on a flight and there was a little bit of turbulence. It had to be like 7 years ago. It's a little bit of turbulence. And then there's a huge drop, not too much, not like an air pocket. And I look at the staff, I look at the flight attendants, and I go and be like, "Are you guys all right?" After I'm checked on, I'm like, "Are you guys all right?" Like, you guys,
mm.
I had to ask, like, when that happens, what do you feel? And they were like, "Good." There's like something happened at work. You get it? They're like, and I was like, "What?" They was like, "Because normally they fly normal,
Right,
smooth."
right,
So
right,
they
right.
said, so
Yeah.
that little bit of that, like, yo, something happened at work. Like if you're a
Yeah.
waitress and somebody knocked over to, like something, and I was like, well, maybe it's just their perspective, but I took that to
I
be
got it.
like, I took that to say, a little bit of turbulence, reminding you, a little bit of humility, consistently reminding you.
Mhm.
These platforms are not, because of social media, everyone believes these platforms are just given and it's just there, but a lot of the true platform of life is earned. Your true, if they shut down Instagram and everything tomorrow, like what could you do,
Mhm.
and I know how to pass up flyers, I know how to hustle, I know I'm from that side of it, so
Yeah.
I'm always chasing a little bit of that humility to make sure, like, regardless of how I talk my on stage and whatever, it's
Right.
like that's important, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah. Now, how
with
long
a
is
nice
too
Bible
long?
base.
Right, right, right. How long is too
I ain't
long?
read it all because ignorance is bliss.
You ain't read it all. You gotta get in your
The
word.
whole
Get in your
Bible.
word.
You read the whole Bible?
No, I said just get in the word.
I thought y'all knew you weren't gonna read the whole Bible. I know you too well. You ain't sitting there.
Just get in there somewhere. Look, man, with all that you got going, with the movies and the other two projects, at what point do you say, you know what, I've been off stage too long, like to get back, so I got to hurry up and hit on tour. You
I've
got all the
never,
movies.
I've never not been on stage a week in my life, and if I did,
A
I'd be
week.
sick.
Wait. So still,
I'd be
you
sick.
put,
I'd be sick. It's my biggest addiction. It's gotten me
woo,
through my life, my hell, my happiness, this last year. Had I not been on stage, had I
that's
not been on
dope.
stage, when people feel like, because the what people's perspective of what you're doing and how you're feeling and how you're
Yeah,
doing. I watch the world. I'm not one of the people that could watch the world burn and be okay. I'm not one of the people that, and although I don't speak out a lot, it's like, damn, this is fucked up. Like, because some things I let roll off because you're dealing with things internally anyway. But for the
yeah,
rest of everything else, it's like we watched it happen. We watched people, we're affected by things. So it's like comedy. I had to get up, man. I had to be. I'm a news anchor, bro. I'm in the
yeah,
streets with it, and I'm consistently getting information and adapting my style. These young comics are getting. They funny. They a lot of them, I'm not impressed a lot of times because
mhm,
in the beginning, it's hard to see how somebody's going to play, just like any basketball team, or where they come from,
got
where
it.
they get their mission, or where they get their drive from, or their voice.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And my admirations are those of the Corey Holcombs, the Deion Coles, the people that are like, yeah, Tony Robbins, the people that's just like, whoa. Um, but I think that comedy there's not been a week, bro. I'm trying to think,
So you get
I
all
missed
that
a
in.
weekend of work because I had airplane air, and
Okay.
around here I was like, I couldn't believe I was missing work, bro. I couldn't
Wow.
believe it.
And in
I do
between
not
it,
never. I
and
do not.
you're doing your lines, you're doing your reads, you're doing all that, doing material. You keep it. That's dope.
I would land on a Monday, bro. I would land. John, when I did Snowfall, he would allow me Mondays to get back. I only shot Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and I hit the road right after that. Every now and then it had some conflicts, but for the most part, they let me go because that energy I went and collected, and came back with, first of all, at the time, and my brothers are all doing well. Sisters are doing well on the show. Producers are doing excellent. I think the producer had a couple of credits under his. John was John. And
Mhm.
but I was the only person that Eamon had done some films, but not where it could be like, oh, that's Eamon from this show, or Eamon from he's a stand-up, or it was like he's just a great solid actor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying coming in, Deray Davis, my name, even coming in the second season, because I was originally cast in the first season. I was cast as Jerome. The second season, me coming in, my name still was like, pretty big, and
Mhm.
which could be a distraction on shows like that too. So John made sure I played down enough, so it didn't look like, oh, he's got to be funny in these moments. But at the same time, me going out and collecting that road and saying, hey, y'all, I'm on this TV show, they help
Yeah.
each other. They go
Yep.
hand in
They
hand. So,
yep. Yep. Yep.
and I watched, I think of people like Robin Williams, whose brain was so brilliant.
Mhm.
And towards the end, to not be able to utilize all of that brilliance, all of those downloads due
Yeah.
to whatever the I don't know what the medical term, what he exactly was going through, but I can see why that would, being a comic, it every day, man, we think comedy in the darkest places. We have to silence ourselves because it could be about us. Like literally, I was getting evicted, bro, years and years. I was cracking up that day, bro.
Yeah.
I was dying laughing. And if I was talking about somebody else getting evicted, they'd be crying. But I'm like, I have this internal mixture of chemicals that could fix it, not the regular, not like saying, but it's like it's this potion that I guess we took as
Mhm.
comics to um be able to deal with those moments, rationalize in those moments, figure out they
Right.
were, however crazy they get, and however much worry, and take it, put it in a smoothie, and give it to people. So
On
I know
stage, you
on
you
stage, some and a lot of it's
you
right
dealing
then
you
and there.
you dealing with an eviction, you dealing with your own problems, and them folks came to see you. They came to see you.
So I can't give them that. I gotta be funny. I can't get on stage, and I've had moments where people are like, um, they'll look at you and know you're really like, because I can't say anything on stage without truly thinking about it. I'm not a machine. Like I'm a machine, working machine, but as far as like whenever I'm in those bits, I'm sincerely thinking about them, whether it be the most craziest, funniest bits or something that's really, disheartening, and I need to get through it to get through the joke. But I think that read and that vulnerability is something that's just really important in comedy. And I know it's missing a lot, and I know people like, oh, you used to talk like this, and the other Def Jam talk like that. Yeah, shock value. Shock value is everything. Shock value to gain interest has been the look. That's why they make trailers to
Yeah.
movies with sometimes parts in the movie that won't even be in it,
Mhm.
because that was necessary. But in these moments today, you do what's necessary, and I think comedically we are very necessary, and we are doing good. Everybody's moving at a cool pace. Even the guys like I look at they like looking at the young boy concerts, and I'm like, yo, I want to go to that. You know what I'm saying? Even though it look crazy, like a crazy experience, it's like a field trip for an old nigga to go to a young. Oh, I'm sorry, or to go to a young boy concert,
Yeah.
because I want them kids to eventually get over to Matt Rife. We get to Matt Rife does a movie. I play
Yeah.
a friend or uncle, and they see us again. It's like it's just what it is. You have to, you can't just disappear from that. You have to be visible. And there's some people that are really good at just the Sade's of the world, Lil
Mhm.
Duval's of the world. He's excellent at it. Um, but some people, man, I look like too many people not to stay. People, I've been called too many light skinned dudes' names. I got to stay saying I'm me. I know for a fact Mike Ely don't get called D-Ray.
Right.
I know for a fact Mike Epps don't get called D-Ray. I know for a fact. So, I know for a
Yeah.
fact Red Man don't get called D-Ray. Uh, What else I can get, man? Anthony Davis don't get called D.
We
Ray
talked
Davis,
to
so
yeah.
I got to stay,
Yeah.
stay building my monument, man. It's important. I got to uh, stay true to the purpose of what comedy is,
Yeah.
and ever evolving. And yeah, man,
Doing it. You're doing it, and you produce your own damn shows too.
consistently. I'm at New Year's Eve. I've done my show for maybe 13 years. I remember. I gotta talk to the guy too, because the story is the promoter. Oh, you know him too. You know these guys. So I ain't gonna get into it. We all I forgot we all friends in a way. But I remember he told me I wasn't the star of the show, and that's all it took. I said next year
Yeah.
I'm gonna rent it out myself. I remember that
Yep.
day. And to this
Yep.
day, he's like, we've talked since then. We know we we talked through people, but I got his number. I'm gonna call him because the youthful me was just more hustle, more. I was like, no, I ain't no watch. I want to put the deposit down that night of New Year's Eve for the next one. I said, you told me I ain't a star. I'm gonna show you, bro. Because it one day he wasn't. It ain't that I thought I was a star. It's like you gonna tell me I'm nothing, bro. Whatever I say I'm that day, I'm that day, bro. You get it?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
and just the way it was about. But I've been doing it successfully for almost 14 years, 15 years. I've had some bad shows, but for the most part, um, never because like I just it was either the city. I'm not taking blame. I'm saying not a bad show. Like the performances were great, but if
Hmm.
the city didn't show up because I didn't promote well, I didn't learn the city enough. That was on me.
Yeah,
But as far as the performances go, all my acts were always brilliant. I've
yeah.
put money in so many comedians. How do I say not put money? I've and I ain't gonna say help because they could have got booked. I'm gonna say that I've given out.
Invest back.
I've invested in comics because I believed I wanted to be Live Nation, AG. I wanted to be them. I love Al Heyman. I love, and people like this business. It's like this. Like I'm like I don't mind the risk because
Mhm.
the reward was ownership more than it
Yeah.
was financial for me.
Hmm.
So yeah, I do my own shows, man. I've always done my own shows. Doing my own producing my own TV shows. My business manager hates me. They hate that I just take some money and go film someone's. They send me a script, 10 page long. I like it. I'm like, let's shoot it. Let's shoot it. Let's shoot it. You know, man. I
Yeah,
invest, man, and it's not the correct way because there's a way other people spend other people's money.
right.
But I
We
just
hear it
love.
all the time. They say it's better than other people's money.
I hate the wait, and there's a
Mhm.
wait. There's a wait to waiting. There's a wait pattern to someone else being involved in any kind of way. There's a with Hollywood. There's a hurry up and wait, and it's like, oh, we'll get to it. We got to figure this out. But when you got it, and you're like, let's go, let's shoot it. Who knows where it might end up? And
Right.
in most cases, I've been right, even on a creative side, and I still own it.
Hmm.
Regardless of,
Yeah.
let's say right now, in 2 years when my next big film comes out, or a year when my next big film comes out, next big TV show,
Yes.
that's going to gain more interest and more power. The things I shot myself, and I don't care if I shot it 2 years ago because it's mine.
It's yours.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's real. That's real.
when the
Now,
hell
what
you
you
grow that hair out, bro? Now it's crazy because you was on here and I was like, boom, boom, I'm like, what that sound? Still gifts, the still
Silky
gifts
word.
on, still
Yes,
gifts.
yes, what's those two projects you got coming up, man? Can you drop it yet or no?
No, I'm not. There's anybody to say they got a secret project, bro. They're lying.
Ah,
Anybody, and I can say you could keep like you can have something brewing. If you got something brewing, you don't want to mess it up like this. That means that project still ain't happening. But anybody be like, yo, I got a real, or they like you know who's gonna be a superhero. Like you know who's gonna be like they be like they kind of announce the stuff or even the
yeah,
brewing,
yeah.
even the chatter of it. I'm doing a show called Lot Patrol now, and it's produced through Manny Haley, who always usually shoots his shows and then gets it, but it's looking really good. So I'm producing on that, writing on that. Starring, I got Alex Thompson there, G Thang in there, TK Kirkland. It's just really
Okay.
stunt cast. It's pretty cool. Um, Cooking show, which I've been wanting to do my entire career, and
Wait,
right now,
wait, nigga, wait. A cooking show.
well, I
What you
cook, bro.
cooking?
I
I
always
don't.
cook. There's nothing you're gonna name I can't cook, bro. I'm just lazy right now, but I cook. Okay, my family tell you I cook.
What does Deray Davis what does Deray Davis cook? If you was a cook right now, what would you cook?
If I felt like it, got to be in the mood, man. But I make everything from all the Thanksgiving stuff you could think of.
Okay, okay.
Oxtail. I can make roast. I do a very Lil Rel could tell you I do this very crazy boiled rib type. Damon, everybody will tell you I cook, bro. I
Yeah.
cook. I don't want to say it too much, and then some thug, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm coming for the food, nigga. Or kidnap you, gonna cook today, nigga. Cooking with D right nigga. No, but it's yeah, so I have a but it's a cooking competition show between a cooking comedy competition show. So where that's my probably gonna be my baby. Probably gonna be the one I'm really like having fun with because I
I
miss
can't
hosting
wait.
like that.
I
Like hip
can't
hop
wait for that.
squares, they got a hip hop
Yeah.
vibe to it. It's pretty cool. So
Mhm.
man, shout out to my people, my friends, and my executives that's really making that happen. But it's pretty
Yes,
cool,
sir.
man.
Yeah, man. Hey, so I'm gonna check you out this weekend, MGM,
Anyway,
man.
when it
Y'all,
comes out, it's called Mama. I'm messing with you.
you see where we go.
Interrupt. It's called Mom, but it is it's called My Mama Cooks Better. And Your Mama working title now. And I didn't mean to interrupt you,
My
but
mama
I am.
cooks better than your mama.
Mhm,
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah.
mhm,
I like that.
mhm. Now you're getting the vibe. Now you're getting the vibe.
I like that. I
Comedic
like that.
judges.
Yeah.
It's really dope, man. I'm really like happy about that. And the touring always. I'm getting ready to shoot another special. And we also working on the doc, man. The doc for Mondays at Improv. And it's gonna show me leaving Riddles.
Okay.
Just what you was talking about, and starting my
Yep.
own room because I remember telling my management back then that I wouldn't leave from Chicago unless I had another workspace.
Right.
It worked in that same capacity and ended up being
Right.
Improv, which was a lot to even obtain. And now we're telling all those stories. So it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. I remember Riddles, man. I remember you started at Jones. Sundays, we should get it in.
3 shows on a Sunday, 330,
Sold
335 people per show.
Sold out every Sunday.
They mimic it, man. People still mimic it. Mimic the flyer style. The flyer. I had all. I remember I would go and see the prettiest girls, and I'm like, I know that. I'm like, I know they don't want no corny comedian. I'm like, you want some free comedy, free drinks, and then I was my own promoter. I had 20,000 flyers in my pocket. I was outside in the wintertime with, no gloves, like on the bus stops, like, yo. I remember all that. Shout out to Leroy too, was in the streets with me. Remember Leroy, flyer guy, Leroy. He just hit me up too. Stop texting me, man. I'll get you back.
And then you used to do radio too. For those who don't know, radio on Saturdays? No, it was Sundays.
I had Saturday first early with me and Miss. I seen First Lady's daughter just somewhere I was just at. First Lady, but WGCI, Deray Davis, 107.5 WGCI.
Yes, sir.
And I did it there for a while. I remember he would have me come.
We had you on 107.9.
Oh yeah, I was on for a while over there too. Yeah, man, I would come in and I love radio, man. I was a little scared when it shifted a little bit because I didn't talk. Although I was shifted, man. Like, okay, like me and you on right now. And I'm like, so Sam, you got 2 women pregnant. What's that about? Like, it's like, yo,
that's great radio. That's not radio.
Yo. And it's like, and I think people don't. There's a respect to the art. There was respect. You work yourself, like you work on this ladder to get so high, and then just somebody would know, just a saw. Somebody just was saw. Didn't want to work on that and just want to saw the side of it. And nowadays you can't just go kick them because they'll. So now I'm just saying in those ways, I don't want to interview nobody. And I'm always 1 degree set. People know this about me, but I'm 1 degree of separation in a lot of cases. Like I know a lot of people. A lot of my stories go from here because I've been in these rooms for no reason on accident, no reason on purpose. Like I just, I've been around people. I'm a comic. People talk to me. So it's like I like having that trust that in conversing, and they know I'm going to find something good about the story rather than, did you ever get off from that robbery? Did you ever beat that case? You change. It's like, whoa. Nigga, it's about,
Much respect.
So but I do want to get, and as I elder out a little later after these 10 hit songs, then I'm I get in the radio. I'm like, here's another song by me.
Yes, much respect, bro.
Thank you, man. Thanks for always looking out for me since the beginning. Letting me get on. Back when you used to let me get on just to crack jokes. Even when I feel like I want to be funny, you'd be like, man, talk about something. You got it.
You always have, man. You always have, bro. And I look forward to seeing you this weekend. Keep doing it, man.
Yes, sir. You too, man. Keep growing your hair out. Jesus.
Deray Davis, y'all, this weekend MGM, man. Much love.
You good? So